Hello, I'm Vibhuti Jha. This is Jaipur Dialogue USA. Welcome to the show. Please like, subscribe, and support our channel. Give your feedback, and we go ahead with our conversation today. That a few days ago, the famous Prince of Wayanad, I call him still a Prince of Wayanad, Mr. Rahul Gandhi, who has popularly been known as Pappu, and now he's the leader of the opposition in parliament. So he knows Pappu Loop or Pappu Lu, whatever it is. But people have been taking him as a comedian or a joker or a cartoon for all the statements that he makes and his antics that he goes about it. But I have all along maintained never take Rahul Gandhi lightly. The man is dangerously deranged. I'll tell you why I say he's dangerously deranged. Look at the recent statement for the campaigns of Delhi that he talked about, that he is in a fight with BJP RSS. What does that mean? BJP RSS are not Hindu party. RSS is Rashtriya Swayam Sevak Sangh. It doesn't say Hindu Swayam Sevak Sangh. BJP represents largest population segment called Hindus, but they are also not a party of Hindus. Nor is the country a Hindu country, though many Hindus are demanding that it ought to be named Hindu Rashtra, considering that Hindus are over 80% of the population. We are the only ones who are called secular. Yet, his statement is all about that hate for Hindus. And Rahul Gandhi's demise, in my opinion, has begun. It has begun primarily because his hate now shows out. He can't hide it anymore. You have seen his statements. He attributed that the entire concept of ahimsa, Mahatma Gandhi, Mohandas Karamchand ji, adopted from Islam. I have no problem with wherever he, incorporates an idea. My question is that true? And that's what is important for us to know. In his latest statement, he has said he's also in fight with Indian state. And I want to tell you something here. Even in America, there are certain people who are on record supporting Congress party and opposing Narendra Modi ji, who have made this statement that there is nothing wrong in opposing Indian state or India or Indian government, but that's part of the freedom of speech. But when hate drives your actions and choice of words, then you know you are in the wrong. And Rahul Gandhi is that dangerous Papulu. I have always maintained, and I'll say it again, never take your opposition for granted, never take your opposition lightly. Because, as you would know, any given Sunday, anything can happen. And therefore, if you take your opposition lightly, odds are that you will make a mistake. So I'm saying this that Rahul Gandhi's hate for all things Hindu and India manifests itself gradually if you evaluate all his statements in the last 5 years or 10 years since Modi ji became the prime minister. So he's gone nuts. He's completely gone nuts. And what I say that he's dangerously deranged person is also because of the fact that he suffers in comparison. He suffers in comparison with Jawaharlal Nehru, who had that Oxford stamp on him and who had a charisma of his own, freedom fighter and all that. So he suffers from that comparison. Nehru, Jawaharlal Nehru, and Rahul Gandhi, poles apart. He also suffers in comparison with his grandmother Indira Gandhi, who was a very shrewd, very determined, very cold and calculated politician. As a matter of fact, her own party members had said that she was the only man amongst her entire cabinet. And she did things with ferocious intent. She didn't relent. Look at the disintegration of Pakistan when Bangladesh was created. So the question here is, and the way she demolished her opposition within her own party. So there was a very shrewd, calculated, beautiful looking, very determined Indira Gandhi. Rahul Gandhi has none of her qualities. Coming to his father, Rajiv Gandhi belongs to my generation. He was from my generation. And I admired him for saying things that were very correct. That man had the courage of conviction to tell Khalistanis in DC on his visit here that if you want to fight for Khalistan, go to Pakistan. He was very bold about bringing about a technology revolution in the country. He died in a very tragic circumstances, but Rajiv Gandhi had a charisma. He had a smile that endeared people. Rahul Gandhi has none of that. So think about it from that point of view. And all of the previous three names ended up and retired or relinquished their position as prime minister. Two of them were killed, were assassinated. Rahul Gandhi has none of their qualities, and odds are that he will never become the prime minister. This man is desperate. His man is desperately dangerous. He will do whatever it takes to become prime minister even for a day. And to that extent, he is ready to break the country. Talking about his fight is against the Indian state. Who is he fighting against? The concept of Bharat? The concept of India? And this is what is important for the voters to realize that Rahul Gandhi has come to the cliff from where his fall is imminent. His decline, climbing down the slope, has begun because his desperateness shows in his statement. His party, look at his own party. And I wonder at times what kind of Indian electorate, be it Hindus, Sikhs, Christians, Muslims, supports this guy who has nothing else but politicking as his gameplay. See, playing politics is one thing, politicking is another. So all this Bharat Jodo Yatra and all these caste census and everything else was intended to divide the country. I had already said that this man is not going on Bharat Jodo Yatra. He is on a Bharat Todo Yatra. Everywhere he has been sowing the seeds of dissent, dislike, and hate. That's what is challenging for every single Indian electorate. Are we ready to vote for this guy? Are we going to support this man who has systematically is fighting against the Indian state, also taking the help of all possible foreign sources? His party men, I mean, do I have to repeat this time and again? Manishankar Iyer and Salman Khurshid went to Pakistan asking for help to defeat Modi. This man has been on record telling and asking United States to interfere in the decline of democracy in India. He is a puppet of George Soros. You have seen it, that his statements are all designed, written, and he only, spews the venom to the public. That's what the whole game plan is, breaking India. You remember Hindenburg? George Soros, in his statement, had said that if we destabilize Adani, we will destabilize Modi. This is the extent of the hate campaign against India led by Mr. Modi. This is important for all of us to bear in mind. Rahul Gandhi must be shown the door, and his hateful and his degenerate personality must be thrown out of the Indian political system. It's very important. I hope people of Delhi will realize when they go for elections very shortly not to give this party even one seat. Gradually, this man needs to be actually dismantled. Not because I dislike him, he's just like another politician. But his politics of hate, his politics of degenerate behavior, his politics of divide and rule, his politics of continued, continued venomous attack on all things Hindu and India is very destabilizing. Keep that in mind, people of India. With this man, soon as he returns from his Vietnam trip, he begins his another round of, diatribe against India. There is somebody literally instigating him, mentoring him, coaching him to do what he does. This man doesn't have a mind of his own. He is only being dictated, and he is taking the dictation That's why when he comes up with a when his own statements, you know, idhar se alu, udhar se sona. That's the kind of person he is. So, ladies and gentlemen, when you look at Congress Party and Rahul Gandhi, think about it from that perspective. This man must be shown the door. His politics of hate, India, and Hindus cannot be allowed to succeed. Thank you very much for watching. As I always say it at the end, Satyame Vijayate. For truth to triumph, you got to fight for it. Thank you very much.